Well, welcome back to another edition of The Morning View.
It's the garage view. It's the garage view. I'm not going to lie. That's the first time I've ever heard that. I didn't hear it yesterday because I couldn't log in quick enough to see that. So I just assumed it was the same. I didn't know that was a thing. Wow. Literally, how's the UKG view? Do you know what I'm saying? Crazy. Wow. Yeah, that just completely threw. I just didn't. I was like, what's going on? What channels? What's going on? What's happened?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Anyway, straight to the news. Andre Onana. Is there a Saudi exit plausible for this player? He's been demoted to at least number 2. Now Senny Lamans has joined Manchester United. Do you take that as he's now been demoted to number 3 in the pecking order at Man United? And the Saudi window is still open for a little while longer. So if he is going to go anywhere, it seems like that's going to be his best bet. Or maybe Turkey. Or is he going to dig his heels in? Does he think he's going to win his place back? Which he's not, by the way. I think the manager's made it very, very clear that Andre Onana is not going to be Manchester United's number 1 again. Is the money too good? I don't know. I don't particularly care. But to be honest with you, let's be real. He should be looking at a move because he's not going to play. He ain't going to play. And AFCON's coming up as well. He has a decision to make about playing for Cameroon. If you're not going to play any games from now until January, that's a big problem because we're already out of one cup that you would have played in because you made so many mistakes in that. We're out to Grimsby, and that's your fault. So you've already just minimized your game time. So let me know in the comments, people. Andre Onana, is he going to stay or is he going to go? So much to get through, Owen, with this situation. There's talks about him asking for a new contract, which rubbed Ruben up the wrong way. Just some real bizarre stuff. But actually, what we do know factually is the window is open. Factually, he's not our current number 1. Manager's not fancying him. And actually, when you see about the athletic thing we're going to talk about in a little bit, you can see why some stuff has happened, right? Let's get into it.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning, folks. This is another edition of The Morning View. We are currently at close to 600 people watching, 7 likes away from 100 likes. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. As you can see right there in the top right-hand corner, less than 10 subscribers to go until 900, 204,900. We're getting closer and closer, nearly just 100 away from 205,000 on the road to 250,000, 250,000, as someone tried to correct me yesterday and said 205,000 is not 250,000. And the response is, I know.
Yeah, you said it's the road too.
250,000. Yes. So if you haven't already, click the like button and be sure to subscribe. And yes, Flex, new intro, new morning view, new show, transfer view, thing
energy.
Of the past. Yes, exactly. That's
what in the DJ Luck and Neat is that intro? Yeah.
It's a shorter intro than usual. I'll play it again.
Well, welcome back to another edition of The Morning View.
Yeah, do you know what? I quite like it, you know.
I like it. Of wake up.
I like garage. Yeah, I do like it. Maybe it should be a little bit longer, tiny bit longer, but then again, straight into the show. It's not that. Yeah. I like it, and I like this new thing. What Josh is doing of taking. It's very original. It's our voices. It's our stuff from what's going on. That's legendary.
Legendary. For some reason, there has to be something that I've said in every intro that we do here on the channel, and even at the time, it was not planned to be like some kind of catchy hook, but it ends up being that. You know, with breaking news, which again is my voice, and then the drama. Yes.
Yeah. So, and look, it's mixed in the chat. It's mixed. Here you go. Put it to the chat. It's your channel. Giggles and Glutes says it's short and punchy. It's nice. Chaos says, what the hell was that? United View Essential Mix. There you go. I like that. Nah, not fancying it, says Imtiaz.
Do you know what it is?
Like I'm on a roller coaster. It's good, says Bodrick.
I think it's like any song, isn't it? Where you initially, because when even the transfer view one, when that was first came out, I was like, I don't know about that. And then every morning, again and again and again and again, you know, it becomes part of your routine. I already miss it. I already missed the transfer view one.
Maybe we change it every month. Maybe we do 4 weeks. Maybe new genre of music. I'll challenge Josh to make a reggae one because I'm a reggae man. I like. Maybe a little
exactly.
Maybe we should. Yeah.
I mean, we do have specific intros. We have a Halloween one, of course. That's coming up next month. Obviously, we do have the jingle bells when it comes to Christmas time.
There's an Easter one. Is there an Easter one?
No, I don't think we've got an Easter rod.
No, okay.
I'm not sure. And maybe I have to ask him to do like a bonfire night, fireworks one. Katy Perry, maybe you're a firework. Maybe we could sample that.
Probably not that.
Sample that one.
Probably not that.
Yes, Grandpa, do a country and western. Embrace them like Kenny Rogers, something like that. Oh, that would be special. I would enjoy that.
Owen special.
Oh,
Makashare, love the creativity. Exactly. It's all about creativity.
Yeah.
Okay, what's happening? What we got?
Andre Onana. So Andre Onana, this is an interesting one. So let's start off with first the contract, the asking for a contract. Though this actually technically isn't a news story. It was brought up once again yesterday by Laurie Whitwell. He kind of did a big deep dive on the whole transfer window as a whole. Some really interesting stuff in there about Man United were actually close at one point to going in for Danny Welbeck, and there's loads of stuff in there. It's really, really interesting. And one of the things actually that he speaks about in this article is about Andre Onana. That Andre Onana came back to Carrington this summer wanting a new contract. He has been of the view since receiving the standard 25% cut for non-qualification to the Champions League that he wants a new one. The irony being that, mate, we're not in the Champions League because of you.
Yeah, exactly.
The goalkeeper stance, unsurprisingly, did not go down well with Ruben Amorim, yet Manchester United made no efforts to sell Onana. Monaco, if you recall, were the only club to register real interest in him, but they were informed that his price was a minimum of £30 million. Monaco declined to go further. Now, in the last 24 hours or so, there has been some speculation and suggestion that the Saudi move could still happen for him, though, with reports saying that Onana to the Saudi Pro League could be possible in order to reshuffle the goalkeeping department, which is now bloated at Manchester United, of course. Critically, the Saudi transfer window is open until September 23rd, my birthday. So, here's a bit. Could you imagine if he goes on my that would be so. Oh. What a
like your family judge that your dad has brought would be lifted if
he never got an Onana shirt. He would never go that far. He would never go. Maybe he should.
I don't know.
Maybe he should.
He might have a training or something with.
Maybe he should. But like now it's I mean, there was stuff yesterday with the and actually Sen Lamons.
Lomans, yeah.
It's Lomans.
I think he said Lomans. Yeah, he said Lomans.
This is what he said yesterday. I actually got the clip ready just in case for this, because he did say yesterday, and it was kind of like, all right, this is it's always important to hear it from the person themselves. This is how you say it, kind of thing. So let me get this up. This is what
Lomans.
There you go. It was
How would you pronounce your name?
Senna Lomans. Senna Lomans.
It's almost like an O. It's almost like an O, isn't it? Really,
it is. It is very much when life gives you, Lomans, like lemonade or something like that. Yeah, it's Lomans, like an O.
Lomans, like House of Commons.
Yes, exactly.
And actually, this is why we needed this clarity, because that doesn't read Lomans. If anything, it is going to be Lamens or Lamans or Lamon or Lamons. He has said that, but anyway. That was the least one we thought it was going to be.
Senna Lomans. Yeah. So with Lomans in United, there still has been pushback of, no, he's not going to be number one just yet, and he might not be thrown straight in, and he's seen as one for the future. There's certainly a lot of tempering expectations with it.
Well,
that City game, I think we're getting Bayern in the sticks, mate.
Of course we are. Of course, it's not even a. Me and KG were talking about this yesterday. He was very, big on it in the flexing KG. So he's like, you have to throw him in. And I did a poll and like 60% agreed. Like, it's that bad, sink or swim. It's a difficult position anyway. Just go straight in. It just ain't gonna happen. Is that like? Let's just break this down. I agree. Like, I'd want him to play, but I'll be honest. I can see why he's not gonna. I can. And I know a lot of people disagree with that. So like, are you mad? Have you seen Bayern throwing it in there? It can't be worse than that, can it? It can't be worse than Onana. But it's not about it necessarily being worse than that. It's about what's best for the player. Like, what we're not thinking about is like, he is like, he's at this level now where he's in awe of where he is. I saw things that he's never even been to Old Trafford. He's like, what? I can't. Jesus, like,
I can't wait to go. Yeah, I saw that.
It's a different thing. So it's almost kind of not fair. I know you say you may not keeper, mate. You do you mean not fair? We've just bought you from Royal Antwerp. You get straight in, you do your job. yeah, you can say all that, but then when he gets a bit nervous, or I just don't. That's probably not the best way to bed him into the chaos. Let him understand what it's like to be here a bit. Train. He's only going to train with the full team for like 2 days because they're all away on international duty.
Yeah, I mean, he's fortunate that he's not called up to the Belgian squad this time around, so he's going to be at Carrington for a couple of weeks, which is good. But like you said, in terms of being with the actual full squad, it's only going to be a few days. You wonder. This is the problem you have, is when is the best time then to put him in, right?
Yeah,
because
I know what you mean.
Obviously the next game's coming up. City away, that is a baptism of fire. I mean, we saw even, this is back when City weren't even that great. You know, go back to Vidic and Evra, right? That first game for Patrice Evra, I think it was a 12:30 at then City of Manchester Stadium. It's like, bloody hell, I'm not sure, but I wasn't sure about this.
But then people say it don't matter though. They learn and then it helped them.
Exactly. I mean, it feels like that could be, and I don't want to put too doom and gloom on it already, but like already the tale of two goalkeepers game, because you would think maybe Donnarumma starts that one for City, you know, but then he hasn't played all through pre-season.
Hasn't played all through pre-season, and a different set of circumstances. He's a world-class goalkeeper. Like he's won a Champions League.
And you go to someone even like James Trafford at City of last season. I mean, he had a brilliant season in the Championship. He was setting records. JJ Watt's like, I'll come out of retirement if you keep clean sheets between now and the end of the season. And he nearly bloody did it for a while. He was keeping clean sheets every single week. He goes to City, Premier League, pressure, different expectations, struggling a little bit, looks shaky. Are we then going, Lomans, go straight, figure it out, mate? But if you did put him in and he did figure it out, you'd be like, bloody hell, we've
run off the gem.
We've got one. So it is a risk. But if Ruben is playing it safe with, I was asked about this yesterday when I did Sky, you know, Charlie Austin, he was trying one about going, the manager, does he fancy Benjamin Šeško? Because were you surprised to see Xerxes come on instead of Šeško at the weekend? And I went, no. I wasn't surprised at that at all. The moment that they said Benjamin Šeško was the last to take a penalty because he had cramp and he was tired, I went, well, he's probably not going to start the weekend. And then when the substitution's going to happen, he's probably not going to come on. Now, I don't know if it's a similar situation. Goalkeeper, a little bit different, isn't it? You know, with fitness and availability, but I just don't see it. I just don't see
Ruben will want to see him. And here's the thing, right? I know we've scouted him, so we've done research to go buy him and this, that, and the other. But I'm pretty sure, unless there was an injury crisis, Ruben will want to have a look at him with the group for a couple of weeks, at least. Like, how's he in, day out? Is his attitude right? Does he look really nervous and really scared and too shy to be ready yet? What's he been like settling off the pitch? I mean, his family, like, these things matter. Like, I know, listen, we're just thinking of like, Onana is the worst thing ever. I'm on record saying that. Play anyone ahead of him, even a kid who's never played in this league, just get him in, right? But Bayindir is like half steady at this moment. Like, do you know what I mean? Like he's still an experienced keeper. He's going to throw it in the net. I get that. I'm not saying he's the answer. Here we go. I'm just saying that he's in a little bit of a rhythm of playing at the very least. And even if you just go off what our manager is about, for me, and again, I will hold my hands up and be like, wow, I was wrong. I couldn't see that coming. For me, there is 0% chance of him playing against City. For me, personally. With our manager, I'm saying 0. 1% then.
Yeah, maybe. Because there's always
1%, because someone might get, Bayindir might get food poisoning and Onana might get injured on international duty. And then
there's always that's what I mean. There's always a possibility. But it's one of those ones where I think this is when I don't think we do ourselves any favors as, like, you know, as fans, because deep down, we all know that Lomans isn't going to play that City game. We all know deep down, we all know, even if you're saying, oh, he should. Deep down, we all know he's not going to play. When that team sheet comes out and he's not on it, it will not stop people who know he's not going to play being very angry that he's not playing, because we're hoping that maybe we'll be surprised. And the reality is probably we're not going to be surprised. Bayindir, look, like you said, he's been all right apart from set pieces and corners, right? So, Makish, you've had a stinker, mate. Please, guys, don't say Lomans. It's Lamans. Get up again, mate. I mean,
Can't hear it.
oh, right.
How would you pronounce your name?
Senna Lommans.
I mean, doesn't get more. One more time.
Pronounce your name.
Senna Lommans.
You know what I mean? It's just.
Even play the second bit. Second bit's even more.
Yeah.
Senna Lommans.
That last one's like a real reaffirmation of like,
Yeah.
This is what it is, mate. So
Yeah.
I think you're wrong there, Makish.
Yeah. Stinker. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we rewind? Sorry, we're talking about Senna Lommans, and rightly so. Where's he going to start? Can we just not act like we did skirt over something massive here? This criminal has come to Manchester United.
I know.
Like, can we just speaking of garage intros and that, can we just rewind, bro? Can we just?
And the reason why he's asking for it, it's not only that he's asking for it. The other part of it is he's asking it because he's gone. We're not in the Champions League. I should get more. I should be back to what I was originally at. I go, mate. Do you want to go into why we're not in the Champions League? When we were in the Champions League and we then went out of the competition, let's have a conversation about that. Do we need to get up the fail comp? Do we need to get up the blunder comp?
Do you know what
Champions
I did?
League run?
Yesterday, I was dozing off in bed. You know, just kind of just on X sometimes, or just scrolling before you go to sleep, whatever. If that's your routine, then you get what I mean. And someone did put all of the. I think it was a comp of all of his mistakes leading to goals in the Premier League. I think it was. Oh no, it wasn't even in the Premier League because Copenhagen was in there as well.
Yeah, it was Champions League.
Maybe
it was both. Yeah,
it was Premier League as well. Yeah, because the Morgan Gibbs White one was in there as well.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I don't know why, I just thought, let me watch this just to keep remembering what's gone on here. It was like 4.5 minutes. It was a good comp.
Yeah,
not good, but it was enough sample size in there. And you just remember the stuff that happened, ones that you actually forgot about. Ones that Grandpa, he dived backwards. One way he dived back. And that Gibbs White one, when I've watched it back again now to remind it's so unforgivable. Like
I will never forget that game, and I bring it up all the time because I did the match view solo, right? And you know what? When you talk next, I'll go back and find it. Yeah, there were people legitimately in the chat that were trying to sort of say the ball swerves, and I was like, "You are taking the piss." There is, you can't. And mad, this is what I said to me and KG were talking about it on Saturday. Yeah, is that the maddest thing is because there's been so many, you do forget some of them. There's been so many that some of you go, "I forgot that one," or like Galatasaray free kick. You go, I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot
that. Yeah, I forgot that one. Or the Bayern Munich
that Galatasaray one, isn't it?
Yeah. Or like you said, Bayern Munich, where you go, we've started all right in this game. Actually, we've started all right in this game, and then you go, then he just fumbles in. You go, fuck now.
We were actually
the Brighton one.
Minutes. Maybe we have Facundo Palestri playing right wing.
Yeah, I forgot about the Brighton one with the cross into the box, and he just comes up to down, and he's like almost parries it out, and he falls over.
That one's actually the worst one.
Unbelievable! Oh my god, it's
the pass to opposition level. Against Pilsen, Victoria Pilsen.
Last season Europa League. No, that's Galatasaray at home.
When at Copenhagen, when he did that,
Victoria Pilsen.
When Vidra scored.
Victoria Pilsen is last season in Europa, and he passed.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when you say that, All Elite, because there's two Forest ones. There's one where we lost the ball from a counter attack, and Rashi's running back against Awani. That's the one where he sat down in the Formula One car.
Yeah, 3-2. Yeah, that was 3-2.
Yeah, that was that one. And then the other one was last year's one, when he did the Morgan Gibbs White one. So he's made two against them. There's been so many clangers. And the fact that he has the cheek to cut, because this is the Athletic saying this, you know what I mean? This is real. Yeah. Like the fact that he's come and tried to ask for a pay rise, that in itself, the Pilsen games where you came up with the D-double lyrics. Oh yeah, you got mangled and dangled in the net. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That in itself, coming back and asking for us, that's enough to make the manager say, you're never playing for us again. Like, it should be just off ability, like of everything. But, and look, there's been a lot of public backing for Andre Onana and briefings like, we still believe he's the. Now we can see what they think of him. They've gone and bought another keeper, and he hasn't played in the first 3 Premier League games. He's done. He's done. The only thing, which because we're still on Onana, is thinking what actually does happen though, because something's got to give. I don't know if they're all 3 are going to stay. I can't see how that happens. But Bayindir is the one who's actually playing now, and you'd rather play if there was an injury while Senny Lomans gets up to speed. I'd rather Bayindir play.
Yeah,
but Onana's not going to leave, I don't think.
There was stuff yesterday about the possibility of obviously the Turkish window still open. Bayindir being Turkish, was there a possibility that that could happen. I saw a thing like Trabzonspor, I think have sold their captain, so they might have a bit of money and what have you. And I suppose you never know. You never know. But yeah, I mean, it's
going to be embarrassing for that senior keeper who's not on the bench. That's
the question.
I think it doesn't deserve to be Bayindir. It doesn't deserve to be him just not in the squad.
No, I was going to say, and then you wonder, will it be a thing of because Onana's not even making the squad
not
now?
On the squad, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And then again, that's when it gets into. That's when it gets to like Højlund territory, isn't it? Of like, you're not even like, because if you're on the bench as a keeper, it's as good as not basically being in the squad because you're still not getting it. You're still not going to get on the pitch. There's not even like, well, a sub could happen and then you could get on. It's not even that. But then if you're not in the squad, you are so far out of it that maybe that is enough to sort of, push it in the direction that it needs to go in, perhaps. I'm not sure. I was just seeing my reaction actually of that Forest game.
Go on, bring it up. I need to see it. Oh yeah, because I was there. I wasn't on the match. I was fucking there. And I couldn't even see what happened. I was like, I need to see a replay of that. That looked like it shouldn't have gone in.
Yeah, I forgot. I might have.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I'm gonna be honest, Flex. I may have sworn. Just so you know. Just so you guys are aware that I did swear. The goal as well. It's like back post, Chris Wood. It's gone in. How is that gone in? That is a madness again.
That was
Manchester United a complete. Yeah. Well, actually, Euro ran past it.
Yeah.
Gibbs White. What the fuck has happened there? I don't know what's happened with Andre Onana. The goal. That is an absolute shambles of a goal. A shambles of a goal by Manchester United to concede.
Wait till you see the replay.
What the actual fuck? We'll have to see this back because Andre Onana. I mean, Bruno gives the ball away. It's a pass. Euro runs past it, but there's way more that happens after this. You've got to have a look at this because you're looking at Andre Onana going, "What on earth has happened?" Probably going to see it again. Bruno tried to give it back to Euro. Euro ran past it, but there's still a lot happens here. He has a shot. Oh no, Andre Onana, I don't know what you've done. I don't look. There's nothing on it. There's no deflection. He just gets out of the way of the fucking ball. There is no dressing that one up. Maybe a slight deflection. A slight deflection, maybe. But I mean. Andre Onana, you've been brilliant this season. You've been superb this season.
And he's been good since then.
Is a shambles.
He was all right. No, and he was. No, he thought he was turning around.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not.
And that was when? What date was that? Is that there?
Obviously, yes. You could talk about Bruno giving the ball away and what have you, but there's a lot happens after that. Yeah, a lot happens after that one. Look at the chat. Starts with Bruno. Don't even start.
Yeah.
Bruno, there you go, Bruno. KB. It swings the other way. Don't even take the piss. Don't even take the piss. I remember it at the time. It was like, swinging the other way and all that.
And you know what the worst thing is there? Actually, it's funny you say that because we forget about that because of all the crap that's happened with Onana. We forget that little period there where a few games we were going, you know what? There's been no mistakes. That's made some good saves because we beat Southampton. Remember, he saved the penalty. He saved some shots. And it was like, you know what? The lead up to that game, you could see the fixtures in the lead up to that game. Because I think that's why we thought we were doing all right. Because we thought, actually, we started to turn a corner here. Beat Forest at home. It was that. I remember. What was the lead up? What was the games leading up to that? I think they weren't too bad. I remember feeling all right at that point. I've just made that up.
Because he had something like some of the most saves in the league or something like that at that point, and they were like, I see like the
24, 25.
Again, this is what I remember. Can't lie, that's on Bruno. Still defending Bruno, Owen. Now that's on Bruno. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
I remember at the time being like, what are we talking about? Goalkeeper timed out the word ball.
Was that the season was in the Champions League? That one?
No, this was last season. This
was
last season.
I've gone way too far here. Hold on. I really want to see what so Grimsby, right? That's fine. Leon, right, there you go. This is last season now. Arsenal. Where's Forest? There you go. Forest 3-2. So before that, what was it like going into that then? Oh, we'd lost 2-0 off Arsenal. Was Thingy there then? Was Ruben here?
Yeah,
then?
this was one of Ruben's first games.
Oh yeah, we'd lost 2-0. We'd lost 2-0 against Arsenal, but there was 2 set pieces, and we was like, we actually played all right. We played all right.
Yeah.
We beat Everton 4-0, beat Bodo Glimt, and then we drew 1-1. But Onana himself was actually, like you said, he'd been doing all right. And then
he started the season okay, and like I said, he had didn't he have at that point like maybe like one of the highest clean sheet records or something like that as well? I think, or is it like second half? It was at one point where he actually had a few clean sheets, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's all right." But then that's typical Onana, isn't it? That's what Andre Onana does. Is just when you think it's he stopped doing that, he does it even worse.
Owen,
that's what he always does it.
I know you shouldn't do this, yeah. I'm just looking back at the results in the league. Fucking hell, bro. Shit. Bro, look at this. I'm just going from here. Brighton, we lost 3-1. Beat Rangers. That was last minute. Nearly fucked that up. Fulham, we won. Crystal Palace 2-0. Lost. In the league next, Spurs lost. Everton 2-2. Ipswich 3-2. Dorgu red card. Got lucky. Next in the league, Arsenal 1-1. Then Leicester. Then lost to Forest 1-0. 0-0 against City. Oh yeah, that stupid derby last year at Old Trafford. That was the worst derby ever. Newcastle 4-1. Wolves lost 1-0. Bournemouth 1-1. Brentford lost 4-3. Chelsea lost 1-0. West Ham lost 2-0. Oh my God.
Because yesterday, when I was doing that thing on Sky, I thought I knew they were going to ask me about Ruben Amorim. I thought I'll just double check. It's always good to show mentions there. Good to look at just the numbers. Look at the numbers.
You forget the numbers.
You forget.
Bro.
And in the Premier League, since Ruben's been here, he's played 30 games in the Prem. And including the game against Burnley, obviously at the weekend, 1-8, drawn 7, lost 15. The points per game in the Premier League, just in the Prem. In the Prem, the points per game is 1.03. Just so we're clear, if we kept up that average this season, we'd end up with 40 points, which would mean we would finish 17th last season. So the amount that we still need to improve, and look, you can only do what we did at the weekend, which is win your next game or whatever. But the level of how it has to get better, it has to get better, because if we stay on how it's been for the last 30 Premier League games, we will finish 17th with 40 points. We will make 40. At least we'll make 40 points, but exactly 40. My goodness, it needs to get better. It has to get better. Now, there are some positive metrics. Of course, people are talking about the high XG and amount of big chances missed and what have you. But they need to start
the swing shouldn't. Do you know why I'm a bit skeptical about that one? The swing shouldn't be as big. Like if you're just missing some chances, like you'd be like just off the top 6, or like you'd be like, because that's just down to the chances and the chances only. It's not a real metric. It's not like, you can't say, I'll tell you why this is why we're going to be all right, because these guys just start scoring, because all them XGs are high. You just start scoring them, everything will be fine. The swing's too big from like you say, that type of record to the only problem. You can't have that type of record, and the only problem you have, or the biggest problem you have, is you're just not taking chances. You'll be fine. Just keep going. You can't. The swing's too big.
There in the chat, I'm just thinking, yeah. So Amarim's won 8
Yeah.
games, and Burnley, newly
Yeah.
promoted side. Southampton last season, newly promoted side. Leicester,
And they pulled our
newly-
pants down. We were losing
Yeah.
1-0 for ages.
Leicester, newly promoted side.
Yeah.
Everton, where obviously we beat them 4-0. That was like Amarim's
Yeah.
first Prem home game, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Who else have we beaten?
Ipswich.
It was Ipswich at home. They were newly promoted. Leicester away, newly promoted. Like the large majority of them are against newly promoted sides. Those are the only Prem wins that we've got. Obviously, then there's City in there. The fact that I can almost name all of them off the top of my head is kind of a
the games you actually won. And actually, when you say name me the games you won, it is actually a blur. Like them games, I'd remember
Villa.
City,
There you go. Last game,
and that was the most
game.
needless. You can't.
Yeah.
When you finish, we just fresh off the back of losing the Europa League final in the way we did. That win's so shit. It shouldn't even be added. It shouldn't even be added to the thing of he did win that game. Really, how many was it? You said he won 8. You should still just say 7. You should say 7 because the Villa one in it though is so insignificant.
They all count. They all count, mate. They all count. But it just, I think what basically it shows there is it. Like, and this is when obviously I know people go, oh, don't be negative, whatever. But if you just look at the cold, hard facts, it has to improve because if it does carry on how it's been for the last 30 Premier League games, no one will survive that. No one will. Like you have to win. And again, the positive with it is, look, last game, Burnley, we won, but we win in those games last season. Even City, it's madness. It's madness.
Weird, isn't it? Yeah, if we beat them, you can't say, see, we're fine. That's why you shouldn't look.
We've had a better start to the season than City. So much is on that game already because obviously if we win, suddenly we've done something we haven't done under Ruben, which is we've won back-to-back Prem games. Tick.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you go, that's a tick. And also, it feels like a really good time to play City because they're really vulnerable. And yeah, they spent in the summer, but actually, they look really shaky.
You can compile them to misery, mate. That'd be 3 losses on the bounce. They'll be in a bigger crisis than we would.
Exactly, and if I've watched the last 2 City games because obviously they've been on TV. Yeah. Well, they've all been on TV actually, but I obviously watched the last 2 because one was a Super Sunday one against Brighton. They haven't been good. They really have not been good, and they're there for the taking. So, yeah, I think you know what.
But if you lose,
if you lose, it's crisis again. It's crisis.
City aren't even good. You just saw Brighton give them a game. You saw flipping. Who else played? Or Tottenham played them off the park at their place. Well, even we won there even last year by putting it on them. We've gone back. We can't even beat them. You know what I mean? So it's when there's no God-given right to beat City, even if they're shit. You don't just go and roll City over ever. You have to work it and you have to have a good performance.
But we can beat them. There is an element of confidence going into that game.
This game suits us. This game actually suits us. Like, be resolute, actually playing a transition. Boomer.
Back 3, back 5,
It suits us, and that will frustrate City. They will play a high line. It's an easier assignment, weirdly, with our skill set than, low block team. They're putting it on you a little bit, this, that, and the third. So, it's really easy. You just say to De Ligt, same thing. What you did to Gyökeres, go in on a Haaland, really, really firm. Don't let him turn. Follow him all the way into fucking midfield if you need to get into him. The wing backs, you go aggressive. Don't let Doku start fucking spinning and to get on him fast, quick. Dallo will understood, sir. Just start running. Do you know what I mean? But when there's a bit more, you have to come out of that a little bit and you have to be on the front foot. Right, here's your patterns. I need you to break these down. I need to move that ball fast. I need you to do this. It's not just win it and go in straight lines. So, listen, I just want us to win. Obviously, we want to win every game, but we have to just, I don't know, whatever happens, we have to just dissect it properly, which is quite difficult to do at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. Where are we at likes wise? We've got 368. We've got nearly 1,600 people watching, which is very good as well. But what isn't very good is the likes, people. We can do a minimum of 5. I'm going to say 500 minimum. I'm being kind to you lot. Minimum 500. There's no reason why we can't do that. And like Owen said earlier today, on the road to 250k, 250,000. But we're also on our way to just about reach 205. Okay, which is not 250. Excuse me. So we are aware of that. Right, we're talking about any more exits as well because
super chats.
Oh, Super chats. There you go. Hold on. Wait a minute. And members chats. Giggles and Glutes has been a member for 36 months. Big up to you. It's a morning UV fam. We should wish him well and he should go. As in Onana's. Wish him well and say thank you. Yeah. See you later. There you go. I agree. Jake says, Onana asking for a new contract. He does realize he cost us that Europa League final, right? Oh, yeah. And that as well.
That's behind the line, mate.
I forgot. That shit Brennan, because I more think of Luke Shaw because it hit off him and went back the other way. But Onana should still say, I went up to the goal. I remember I was in the stadium the next day. I was like, all you had to do was stop the ball going in that corner. Just hit it out. Yeah. Just all you have to do. No self-awareness. He should never have been near a Man United shirt. And that is the truth. That is the truth. Jake Davis, big up to you, Jake. Says, hey guys, just wanted to say thanks for this channel. Nice to have a Man United channel with just normal conversation and no toxicity or reactionary talk. You've done a fab job, Flex. Happy for you. Well, after Grimsby,
depends who you ask. Depends who you ask.
It depends who you ask, because if you speak to certain people online, Jake, we're the most toxic channel. People expected better of me. I'm not like this. You're doing this on purpose. You're a horrible person. That led to just a whole barrage of abuse. So it's nice to see that, Jake, that someone can actually see between the lines of going like you. Sometimes you have to, not sometimes, you have to say what you see. And losing to Grimsby in the manner that we did, and looking at the record of the manager that we just went through, should mean that there's cause for concern. Other people, it's absolutely fine. The XG is high. Just start scoring. So big up to you, Jake. Big up to you. Appreciate that.
What is funny is with that, you know, so like you said, on a Thursday we were toxic, and then Sunday/Monday we were NEOS sympathizers, brown envelopes again, which was quite nice, which was good. Nice change of pace. Yeah. One day we were against the club, next day we were your brown envelopes. I thought, oh, it's funny how that's changed quick, wasn't it?
just a bit. Frozone's lost super suit says, Flex, where is my super suit? I don't know. I'm still looking for it, bro. I'll let you know when I find it. Yeah. I'll let you know. And Compost said, could be way more toxic considering the shit we put up with. Exactly. I just read that thing. I was just laughing. And it's like, we don't tell us like the things we put up with and how we actually do deal with it here on this channel anyway. It takes a lot for us to lose our shit. And listen,
sure that goal.
Bro, we do. We react to the thing and you care about your club. So when you see mad effery, like when Dallo missed that open goal that time, like I'm going mad, like what is that? When Onana, that is Grimsby Town, bro, League 2.
He pulled the green screen down. I'm not sure what that achieved, but he pulled it down.
I put it straight back up again, just because I just wanted to smash things up, but I don't want to smash up my home. I won't do that over football. But I need to do something, and that was all I could do. But it's in the moment, it just gets you so angry. And like I've always said to you, and this is why I'm not necessarily the best streamer. I think there's a lot of people that are really good at that.
You've said to me you don't like doing match.
It's not my. I
sometimes have to twist his arm and go, "Come on, you gotta be."
Yeah, And it's not that like. Again, it's not like you could do the super chats. I could present it all day. Like that's not what it is. Just emotionally, I don't like that. Look, sometimes I look back at the kit and I can't. I'm like, oh my god, get that off the screen. Why have I been like that? But the emotion of me in that moment is that, and when you're live and that camera right there is in front of you the whole time, there's nowhere to hide, bro. Your real thing comes out, and that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I had to do watch songs for every game. I don't know if I could.
Well, the other part of it as well is that now, and I definitely have fallen into this territory of I've been doing it now for so long that I don't know whether that's on or not. You know what I mean? Like there's no like you see what you get kind of thing at this point. Like there's no, because you can't keep, if you are going to put up an act, you can't keep it up for this long. Particularly on match days now, I'm live for 5 hours. Like there's no, like I said, there's no hiding.
You forget it's there. No,
there's no hiding. I'm literally, it is the equivalent of I'm sitting with just Man United fans and we're watching the game together. You know what I mean? Just in a virtual setting. That's how it goes. So yeah, that's what it's kind of like. And actually, you mentioned about embarrassment and the toxicity, of course, yesterday. And this news actually broke. They asked me about that as it happened while I was doing the thing on the telly. Is the Grimsby thing with the ineligible player? Obviously, They submit. By the way, they self-reported as well.
Yeah,
It's not
they
like they
did,
were caught. They self-reported because the paperwork or the deadline got missed by 60 seconds. It got missed by a minute. 12:01 was the time, and so they self-reported. They got fined, and it was obviously there were some that were like, "Well, they should be thrown out. We should be in the Carabao Cup," and it was kind of like one legitimately there is precedent for receiving a fine. Liverpool did it in 2019. They got fined. Half of it was suspended. It was more money than Grimsby, but it was like £200,000. I think Grimsby got fined £20,000, and half of it was suspended, or the majority was suspended. And there was throw them out, and it was kind of like, guys, we don't want to win that one on penalties, let alone for a technicality. For 60 seconds. It's just like no.
What
and Man United, to their credit, Man United had the opportunity to appeal for 5 days and pursue it.
No.
Man United said, we're not going to pursue it because just no. No. And the guy that actually was the one that was the ineligible player, I think he played the final 25 minutes, and there was one Grimsby player throughout the whole penalty shootout that actually missed the penalty.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah. it was him.
But some people are saying, like Luxhill says, as Steve Housen says, the rules are the rules. Like, do you just want the rules to be applicable? Like, forget whether the team is Grimsby and it's Man United. Do you just want the rules to be adhered to, or do you want there to be, discretion used when it's like?
But I would get that. I would understand that if there was precedent in this competition recently, but there is precedent of a fine and not being kicked out, i.e. Liverpool in 2019.
Yeah, that's the sanction.
In other competitions, like the FA Cup, there have been recently, I think as recent as like a month ago in the early qualifying rounds, of people fielding ineligible players and then being kicked out or expelled from the competition. That's fair. You know what I mean? That's fair. You go, look, there's precedent. This is what happens. But in terms of, like, again, the Carabao Cup, the precedent is there to get the fine. And I know, the rules are the rules, but the precedent's also the precedent, isn't it? If it was us, we would get fined. We wouldn't get told to replay against Grimsby in the second round. We wouldn't be kicked out. Like, I know that people go,
they'll just give us like £200 fine as well, or whatever.
They would fine us. They would fine us the same way that they fined Liverpool. We wouldn't get kicked out if we missed the deadline by 60 seconds. We wouldn't. We would get fined.
The EFL is different to the FA. Like,
exactly.
If you did that FA Cup, you're out. You're gone.
Exactly. So yeah, as Courtstar says, Flex, can you say field and
and it's funny you say this, because yesterday in my script on the TalkSport show, I had to say it. And I saw it in there. I hadn't seen the script before I went live, and I went, oh my god, and I got to it. I said, fielded an ineligible player, an ineligible, and
you just kind of just try.
I just did it quickly. Yeah, I fielded. They fielded a player they wasn't supposed to, is what I said.
I
think I did it really slowly. I said, Grimsby fielded an illegible player.
Yeah, it just has to pause really long. You know what I mean? They fielded, and then you're ready to go 1, 2, 3, an ineligible player.
Exactly. Something like that, bro. Something like that. Shout out to you lot remembering, because there's certain phrases that I just can't say. Judah James has become the latest UV member as well. Big up to you, Judah. Love for that. And then in Kubitzia says, in this fan base, are we allowed to change opinions when presented with the new information? E.g., someone says Onana has to go after they wanted him here.
The answer is yes. Yeah. Of course you are.
The answer to any sane, normal person is yes, bro. But obviously, this is social media, this is online, and this is
things live forever.
Fan channels and stuff. So you're so in this space, you're not allowed to. But in any other walk of life, yes, you would be able to. Judah James, big up to you. Not only have you joined the UV family, but you've put the first super chat in there, bro, I believe. Says, I've had a crazy few years between learning to walk and talk again. Wow. You guys have kept me going. Thank you. Any tips on starting a channel, Flex? I just got an M4 for my birthday Monday. Jeez. First of all, bro, learning to walk and talk again. Unbelievable what you've done.
Yeah.
Bro. You talk about us helping get you through. Reading things like that is inspiration to all of us, that, like, when we might moan about something or take something for granted, bro, you've literally learned to walk and talk again, bro. Do you know how mad that is? And you can just casually say that. You can just casually volunteer that, saying you've actually done it as well by what you're saying.
Yeah,
you've done it. You're not trying to do it anymore. You had to do it. So that's amazing. So big up. So thank you for sharing that and inspiring all of us, by the way. And any tips on starting a channel, bro? Just get straight to it and be consistent. Get straight to it. Enjoy it. Don't overcommit or undercommit. Don't think like, oh, yeah, I'm starting this new thing, so I'm just gonna do like a video every single day, no matter what. I'm gonna like kill myself to do it. Commit to what you can commit to, but don't undercommit and be like, I'm gonna start this channel, and then you do one video 1 week, and then you do one for another 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Be consistent, but most of all, enjoy it, my brother. Enjoy it, and yeah, let us know what the name of that channel is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So we can all look in with keen eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and consistency, as they always say, isn't doing the same thing every single day. It's just making sure you do a little bit of something every day. Some days you can do a lot, some days you can do a little, but at least you're doing something. That's it. And if you've got the, the courage and the fight to be able to learn to walk and talk again, you can do anything in life. So we're the same when it comes to a channel. It's all about consistency. So big up and best of luck.
100%. And everyone in the chat is supporting you as well, bro, by saying it's an amazing journey. Ray Carl says, I have always what if it was United. Ray, chill out. Like, take your time. I've always what if it was United?
Wondered what if it was United, maybe what if it was United.
So I treat it the same. Why, if all it is a fine, fair enough. But if they was to get kicked out, yes, because United would. Basically, you think they should get kicked out because we would. It should just be I think that's.
I don't think we would, though. I think obviously I know we do the whole. And look, Man United, absolutely, we've been made examples of in the past. You remember when we played in the Club World Cup, and then it was like out of the FA Cup and all that kind of stuff, right? But if the shoe was on the other foot, they'd make a load of noise about it, sure, because Manchester United drives the click and drives the attention. But we wouldn't have got kicked out of the Carabao Cup because they'd won us in the Carabao Cup, wouldn't they? It's worse off Man United not being in the Carabao Cup because last season Man United did rubbish in the Premier League. Premier League viewing figures went down. They won us in the competition. We wouldn't want us out of it. We would just get a fine. We'd probably get a massive one, knowing our situation, but we wouldn't have got kicked out.
Yeah, no, we'll get a bigger one because of it's probably relevant to how much money you earn, size of the club. You know what I mean? They're not going to charge Grimsby money that they can't make 200 grand.
They put them out of business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But put the club down under because of that. There's a reason why their thing was 20 grand. Judah says, respect brothers, thank you. Look for a silver lining. Exactly. Every cloud has a silver lining, brother. Everyone does.
Just very quickly, Flex, actually. Some people, I saw this, were asking about this earlier on. A bit of an update on Mateus Cunha.
You literally just read my mind. That's literally what I was going to pivot to after.
Same wavelength. Same wavelength. Sully Talks, an account on social media, has said that Mateus Cunha's injury isn't as serious as first feared after initial scans. Cunha did some light upper body gym work yesterday. United have agreed for him to stay and recover in Carrington. Extent or exact type not known yet, but the suggestion is it's not as bad as first thought. That was kind of thought after the game on Saturday because obviously whenever anyone's injured, they're then waiting for them to be spotted leaving Old Trafford, and he was leaving Old Trafford and he was moving pretty freely. He wasn't on crutches or anything like that, which was a positive. But with a hamstring injury, of course, you never know, do you? You never know what's going to happen with that. But he was moving around pretty freely. But you can tweak your hamstring and you can still be out for a couple of weeks, can't you? You don't really know. So probably still touch and go for the Manchester derby, but positive that he's not out for a huge length of time. So he should be available, relatively quickly after the international break. But whether or not for City, that might be a bit too soon.
I like the fact that it seems it's not as bad as first feared. That's for sure. I would still just off of just what we, Dr. Andre, I've been around a lot of stuff now.
With a hamstring. You can turn a tendon. And
we'll be with Dr. Andre on Thursday, actually.
I just put on my green trainers to match my scrubs.
The whole suit, okay. Yeah, 100%. He's an absolute legend. And actually, Owen, you need to see Rich Holiday, Poor Holiday. Dr. Andre's in it.
Is he?
Yeah. He is.
Oh.
It's very funny. It's very funny.
Yeah.
They go to Malta. That's their holiday, and then the other family, I think they're from Bolton. They go to like a caravan site thing, and
Nice.
it's wicked. It's good. So yeah, check that out.
I'm gonna go to Malta.
Yeah, it basically was like
holiday.
it. Basically was like that.
Get some nice sun. It's gonna be lovely.
Yeah. They don't drink alcohol. They're not allowed to drink alcohol. Dr. Andre is very So the other family's struggling with that, and the other guy's like, right, I've broke the rules. I did have some alcohol the other day. I'm on holiday. I want to enjoy it. So obviously their family don't do that.
It's not good for your liver. Yeah, it's actually poison to the body. And
of
to
course,
break
your
that
skin,
down,
right? Yeah, your skin's
and
going to come out with blemishes, right?
And obviously, I'm waiting for the sunshine. Otherwise, I'm going to have to supplement it with some vitamin Z.
You're saying all this. You've got to meet him soon, because we're going.
I'll be like, hello. We'll do like a mirror. I'm Dr. Andre.
Yeah. I'm going to tell him this tomorrow. I can't remember what we're talking about. Oh, yeah, the injury. You learn a lot. You learn a lot being around Dr. Andre. It's like I said, I'm a junior medic. I'm a medic in training, so I do have a lot. I've got another 6 years left. 100%. It's a 7-year course. So it takes a while. Bro, it's anything hamstring related. I think the fact that it's an international break helps a lot, but he wouldn't have been able to be competitive and see what it's like. So
yeah.
I still think he'll be out of that City game. I think he'll be out of that City game, but potentially back for Chelsea, I think, if it's not as bad as first feared. Because that would still be like 3 weeks, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Think about it. So you need a couple of weeks, even if you tweak your hamstring. You very rarely back the next game saying, I thought I felt something, but it's all right. Because that means like it might be about to go next. That you need to listen to it.
The real worry is that we've still not heard anything about Mason Mount, which that does really worry me, because when you hear nothing about him, it's 3 months. And I know he played for 30 minutes, but it could Mason Mount, we're in dangerous territory with that. We're in dangerous territory.
And Owen, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to do a Grimsby. I'm going to self-report because it hasn't come up yet, and I'm very shocked it hasn't. I said on a show not long ago, it wasn't very long ago, the receipts will be there.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised you didn't remember immediately. I'm surprised everyone didn't remember immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I
guaranteed it, didn't you?
Here's what's going to happen. I said Mount and Shaw are going to play a lot longer than we think. Like they're past it. I said they put it the dark days. I said the dark days are behind them or something.
That's like that. What you said. Yeah, it was something like that. It was on the Trinity. I remember it was on the Trinity. And
you went, Flex, you can't.
Yeah.
And I was like, trust me.
UV clips. Yeah. I know you're watching now because I know you always watch the morning shows. I know you're watching now. Go and find it. It's on a recent episode of the Trinity. It's one of the last 2 or 3 episodes of the Trinity. And Flex was like, the dark days are behind them. Something along those lines about Mason Mount. And it literally made me recoil in my chair like this. I went, you can't.
And I was like, you can.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie. As soon as it happened, I thought I'm gonna be in big trouble. I was doing this, but no one thought of it. You didn't remember. You remember everything. You're on it, and the fact that you didn't remember, I thought. I'll tell you what, I've had us blinded here, but I could have.
Sometimes you don't want to be right. You don't want to. You sort of one of those ones where you go.
Yeah.
What does that do for me?
However, it is still unconfirmed as whether that was precautionary. Is he injured? He's going to be injured, isn't he? I mean, why else would he come off at half?
Well, they said, like Ruben said, he played with an injury for 30 minutes, and we haven't heard anything. So I don't know.
Setback settings, isn't it?
But then again, this has happened before with him, where he goes off. It's not too bad. Mason Mount doesn't play for 3 months, and the injury. They just go, "What's wrong with him?" They just go, "Calf."
Yeah. Well, I've got one left in the fight. I said Luke Shaw's put those days behind him. He's still doing all right. He's had a few tackles where you go,
Flex, be careful.
You're right.
Be careful. Maybe just
you got to go the whole way. I still stand by it. And I did say, I think. Do you know what I did say actually? In fairness to me, which you still don't know if I'm going to be right or not. I did say, I'm not saying he's never going to get injured, like, hamstring, couple of weeks, normal kind of stuff. I'm talking about the big layoff where he's out for 8. That's what I did say. I definitely did say that. So we will see. Hopefully this is like, he's out. If he's out for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, you go, right, okay, that can happen. You get a muscle thing, you're out. If it's the Mason Mount one, then I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Yeah.
Glenn
Well,
C says, go on.
and well, it's very quick with that. When it comes to judges, whatever, in this international break, I mean, I may be in a bit of trouble, Flex. I might miss a couple of shows because I am going to commit arson to these shirts. They've got to go. They've got to go. Speaking of Cunha, they've got to.
It's the new shirts though. They're nice. You can't.
They got to be burned.
So what does your
sprayed.
dad? Because you know what's funny? Your dad don't wear them, does he?
No, he just gets them.
So what does he do with them?
I don't know.
Nothing. Just
he's an odd guy. I told him yesterday. I went. I'm on Sky this morning, and he went, "Do you have a copy of it?" I went, "Well, no." And he went, "Okay." I was like, "Well," because he has to collect them all. He likes to watch them on his Skybox, record them, and then they're all there. So on his Skybox, for some reason, there are things of me on Sky from like 3 years ago. I'll go, Dad, who are you going to show? A company's going to come round. I tell you what was interesting. Let's cast our mind back to when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked. Here was my son on Sky.
Bro, that's what he's on. That's what he's on.
That's support. It's support. That's what it is.
That's what he's on.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is funny. Glenn, he just supports his son. Glenn C said it would have been interesting if the club in 2019 was a club like Grimsby, and then a big club did it after. Whether outcome would be the same. That's what we're saying. Like, would it be the same? And I think it still would have been fine. Judah, we've read that one already. I don't know. Respect, brothers. Thank you. Also, I must have missed Glenn C's ones before I read Judah's one. Ray Carl says, sorry, boys, trying to get words in and not overspending over the limit. It's hard work. I mean, I think you've done it again. I mean, wait. Sorry, boys.
What do you mean, Ray?
Sorry, boys. Trying to get words in and not overspending over the limit is hard work. Full stop. I mean, was if it was United and it was a fine. I happy with that.
Is it spending over the limit or is it speeding over the limit? That's my concern there. Because I'm not sure you're meant to be on your phone as well, Ray.
No, but I think he means if you pay for a £5 super chat, you get a certain amount of characters. So I'm trying to
do you get
fit
more words
it in
depending on what you put in?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. If you put like a £10 super chat or £100 super chat or £50, you can write more stuff.
Yeah, right.
So you get more characters. So yeah, that's what he means.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Big up to you, Ray. I get what you're saying. Right. Big up, people. That has been your morning view. We'll keep you across any developing news, should there be, with the goalkeeping situation. Like I said, there are a couple of windows that's still open, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, subscribe to the Football Flex, subscribe to all the channels that are linked in the video description below as well. Owen Wrestle for it, News 365 5555.
Yeah, less than 1,000 to go until 25k, mate. That was my goal this year. 25k in 2025.
Done. This year you'll get it done by the end of the year, definitely.
Initially, it was 20. Initially, it was 20 this year. That was my goal, and then that's
look at that. And then you raise it 25. Look at that, bro. Look at that. So go and show some love, man. Go show some love. We're out of it, guys. Take care. See you in the next video soon. Peace.